Generally, ambition is one of the things that have been a driver. Just in terms of how I tackle life and how I approach any obstacles that are in my way. I am that one person, people that know me will tell you that she's a go-getter, and indeed, once I've set my mind to something, I will not let up until I get it, pretty much. So it's that unrelenting spirit, pursuing your goals, but first of all being clear in terms of what exactly they are, and then relentlessly pursuing them, having the discipline to ensure that you follow up and follow your goals and see them to their logical conclusion. Women actually entered the workplace very long ago, but they started entering the workplace in a more meaningful way. I think it was in 1835. But it's 2017 and we still face gender problems in the workplace. There's the gender gap. You get a male and a female doing exactly the same job, same qualifications, same abilities, they will be compensated differently. So that continues to be an issue, and I'm not sure that we are going to chip away at the problem if actually we don't populate those high decision-making roles with females. I think it's the females that are going to resolve the problem, because I think men have had the opportunity to do something about it, and we're still sitting where we are sitting today. The kind of advice I would provide to kids that are growing up who have made some mistakes, we've experienced a lot of this teenage pregnancy. I think those kids, life is long. As much as people say life is short, life is very long indeed. So to them, if they have made those mistakes, and maybe they in their mid-20s at the moment, one has not obtained a matric, they must just go back to school and get it. Okay, there is a lot of support that is available for these kinds of things. So they must just get that matric. If you've just passed matric, you wish you could improve your results because you want to follow a particular stream at a tertiary level, just go back and improve your results. You have a lot of time. There's a lot that is ahead of you. South Africa has many, many opportunities, and South Africa actually needs its youth, to be people that are going to make a real contribution to the future of this economy. So government, I think, has done quite a lot. It's done a lot, but the trouble with what we are seeing is that there's a lot of non-compliance. Because again, you can legislate as much as you want to, but ultimately, if you don't have, for instance, a mechanism to monitor compliance to a specific piece of legislation, you're gonna come short again, because people know that there's nobody policing what they are doing. They either opt in or out. That's how they will treat the system. But again, I think there's the mere fact that we are not making progress with respect to this suggests to me that maybe our legislation is a little bit blunt, and perhaps it has to be relooked at, reviewed, and maybe we need to sharpen it in certain areas. First of all, that wouldn't be adequate time for all the work that needs to happen in South Africa. But what I would do, I think I would probably focus on giving an inspirational speech on how much potential we have as a country, and how much a lot rests on our education system. I think a lot of the problems that we are going to continue to have as a country is the fact that we've lowered standards, when it comes to the quality of the education that we're providing to our youth. Probably what I would alter or enhance in our curriculum is introducing an entrepreneurship stream. Because for a developing nation such as ours, surely we can't be saying to kids the only thing they ever gonna be good for is jobs. We actually need to create a crop of kids that are gonna come out and be creators. They need to create stuff, create companies, invent things that are gonna go and occupy the world stage ultimately.